Okay guys, welcome back to another Sevenfold Farm YouTube video. Today we are going to be in the kitchen and we are going to be making kombucha.
Kombucha. Okay, tell them, what is kombucha?
It is a hero killer.
Oh, not a hero killer.
It kills all the bad things.
So it's like a superhero.
Yeah.
Not a hero killer. Kombucha is a fermented drink. It is actually fermented tea. The health benefits of it, like Miles was saying, it's a superhero drink because the health benefits of it are amazing. It is known to reduce your risk of cancer, heart disease, lowers your cholesterol, helps with blood sugar regulation. So any of those people that are diabetic can take it. What else does it help with?
Well, it can help with like colds, and you can really just take it anytime because it helps a lot with anything.
It really, the best way to describe it is it's a very lovely balance between tea and vinegar. It has a lot of the health benefits of vinegar, but a lot of people don't find vinegar being very palatable, and so this helps to make it taste better. And they say that green tea is the best drink on the earth in regards to all of its health benefits, and kombucha is known to have those same properties, maybe even more so because of the probiotics that you're adding to it than what the green tea is. So let's get started with telling you what you're going to need to make kombucha. What is the main thing, Miles, that you're going to need for your kombucha?
Tea bags.
Tea bags.
And enough kombucha to kind of start it again.
Yeah, you need some starter kombucha, which is about a cup of kombucha. What's really going to add in the benefits to this drink?
The Scoby.
The Scoby. S-C-O-B-Y. Do you remember what Scoby is an acronym for?
It was pretty long.
It is long. Symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. And so what does that really mean, all of those big words? It means that bacteria and yeast are living in here, but in
body.
In harmony. Symbiotic means that they are living together happily, in harmony. And so that is where a lot of the nutrition comes from, is from that Scoby. Now, Miles has clean hands, and so he's going to show you exactly what the Scoby looks like. Don't be grossed out. A lot of people think that it's like a science experiment, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it really does kind of look like a science experiment. But that is what is fermenting your tea, is the Scoby. I want you to see the layers that the Scoby grows in. It really is interesting. It's alive, and so it continues to grow, and more come as you allow your kombucha to ferment. Okay, so you can see here, Miles pulled off the top layer of the Scoby, and it really is just in layers. And I know it looks kind of gross, and you might go, well, goodness, if my Scoby is gonna grow so much, what can I do with it? Well, there are things that you can do with the Scoby. You can eat it. Miles, do you want to take a bite of it? No? You don't?
You.
I thought you might. You can barbecue this. I know, people are gonna think that this is crazy, but you can slather this in some barbecue and you can dehydrate it and you can make Scoby jerky. Chickens love it because, goodness, if you're gonna feed yourself probiotics, why would you not want to feed your animals probiotics? So that's what we do with this a lot, is we'll just peel off some whenever the Scoby starts to get too thick and take up too much room in our vessel, and we'll feed it to the chickens. You can also dry it out and you can give it to your dogs as a dog treat, something like a rawhide for them to chew on. One of the things that I think is the most fascinating is that you can blend this up and it will become a liquid again. And so you can add it to salad dressings. You can add it to really anything that you want to add a liquid to, and you're gonna get all of those benefits of the probiotics and all the other health benefits that come along with kombucha. You can research it, you can read everybody's testimonies and their stories about what kombucha has done for them. And so to me, it's just one of the most simple starter fermenting things that you can do that it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt anything. The kids love it. I have to cut the 4-year-old off because she tries to drink so much of it. So anyway, I wanted you to see the Scoby here. And this is really the primary thing that you need to get your kombucha started. This is the tea that we use, Louisiane. It is one of the least amount of pesticide tea. A lot of the teas, the black teas that you have pesticides in them, and Louisiane is one that is one of the cleaner versions of a black tea. So that is why I use that. You can use any kind of black tea that you want. You can also use green tea if you want, or you can even combine the two, and you can do a little bit of black and a little bit of green. You do not want to use any flavored teas though, because that will prohibit the good bacteria from growing in your kombucha. So you need your tea, you need 1 cup of sugar, you need 1 Scoby, and you need about a 1/2 cup to 1 cup of kombucha. We are going to get our tea going, and then we'll be back. All right guys, so we have brewed our tea, and what that consists of is just boiling some water in this pot, and then I like to add 3 of the family-sized tea bags in there, and then you just let it steep. The important thing about making kombucha versus tea is that with tea you can go ahead and let it steep for about 15 minutes, and then you can take your tea bags out, add your sugar, and make your tea. Well, with kombucha, one of the key things is you do not want your tea to be hot, because that will kill your Scoby. Remember, I told you the Scoby is alive, and so you have to treat it as though it is alive and not kill it. The things that you want to be careful of is to not use metal, if at all possible, for your kombucha, because every time you use a metal utensil or something, little bitty bits of that utensil come off, and you just want to be sure that you're not contaminating your kombucha. So you see here Miles is squeezing out the tea bags. We want to get every little bit that we can of it, and then he's going to add 1 cup of sugar. Now a lot of people kind of get a little scared about the sugar because they're going, I thought this was supposed to be good for you, I thought that it was fermented and healthy and all of that. Well, the Scoby is what is going to eat your sugar, and so you're really getting a minimal amount of sugar whenever you drink it. Just to recap what we have gone through so far, we have our Scoby, our symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. We have our kombucha. Anywhere from a 1/2 cup to 1 cup is sufficient to get your own batch started. Then we brewed our tea, we let it come to room temperature, we added 1 cup of sugar, and now after the sugar is completely dissolved in there, we're going to add it to our vessel. A glass vessel is going to be ideal for your kombucha as it ferments, again, so you don't get any plastic. You know, there's all of the stuff about it being BPA free and stuff like that. It's just better to go with glass so that you don't have to worry about it. So then we're going to pour our tea in here with our Scoby and our kombucha, and then we're going to fill the rest of it with room temperature water. It can also be cold water. You just don't want it to be hot water. And I use water straight from the faucet. We don't have to get fancy filtered or all the other stuff, distilled, the ways that you can buy all of your different water at the store. Just use it straight from your faucet. And after we do that, we're going to put something that is breathable on top of our kombucha. So I use a coffee filter, and I put a rubber band around it, and then you're just gonna let it sit on your counter for as long as you want. I typically go anywhere from 5 to 7 days. The colder it is in your home, the longer it's gonna take to ferment. The warmer it is in your home, the faster it's gonna ferment. And so 5 to 7 days is about how we like it, where it's a little bit sour and a little bit sweet. But you can taste it along the way. You can see what level of fermentation you like it at. Are we dissolved?
I think so.
Okay. Okay, looks good. So now, Miles is gonna dump the tea into our gallon-sized jug. Nice, and then the rest of it, you can see that filled it up about halfway. You can kind of see our Scoby in there. We're gonna fill the rest up with our water from our sink, and then we're gonna cover it. All right, so you can see Miles filled it up with water, and you can actually see the difference between the previous kombucha we had in there and then the water that we have in there now, and the Scoby is right there in the middle. Now, there really isn't a need to stir it. It's gonna get all mixed up by itself, and your Scoby is gonna continue to rise to the top, and then it's just gonna work its magic. I do want to let you know, after you get it fermented to your liking, you can pour out as much kombucha as you want. Remember, leaving your starter kombucha in your vessel. You can put it in a different vessel, mason jars. Some people have those flip top bottles, really anything that has a lid on it, and you can put that in the refrigerator. You do not ever want to refrigerate your Scoby. You will kill it. So then it's ready to drink. You get to enjoy the benefits of it. I do recommend that you start out slow, because if you just go great guns and you start drinking a ton of it right out of the gate, your body is gonna be doing kind of like a detox, and you're gonna experience some side effects from that. You could get some headache, and you could be lethargic and things like that. So do not drink a ton of it right out of the gate. I would start with maybe like a couple ounces at first and just see how you tolerate it. So let's talk to them about a second ferment. Okay, what is your favorite flavored kombucha that we have made?
I like the blueberry one.
Blueberry.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
We made a couple.
We have lemon lime has been a favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The lemon lime one.
Yep. So here is a quick tip on how to do a second ferment. Whenever your kombucha is to the level of fermentation that you prefer, you're gonna take it out, put it in another vessel, and then you're gonna add whatever flavorings you want. Like Miles was saying, he likes blueberry. We also like lemon lime. We've done orange. We've done ginger. We've done other fruits. I think we've done some raspberry and stuff too. All of them have been really good. The problem in our house is that usually the kombucha gets to drink so fast that we don't have time to do a second ferment. But what you do, take your kombucha out, add in whatever flavorings you want, seal your vessel, and leave it on the jar for another 3, 4, 5 days. Again, it really just depends. It's up to you. And then you can drink it, you can refrigerate it, you're good to go after that. Now, it's delicious without the second ferment, but it's really good with the second ferment too. And the second ferment a lot of times is going to give you more carbonation. So those are your options. It's super simple. At first you feel like maybe you're gonna mess it up, but once you get into the swing of it and realize that it's really easy, then you can just keep making a continuous batch over and over again, and you can always have fresh brewed kombucha ready for you and your family. Do you have anything you would like to add?
I don't think so. Just don't pour hot water in there.
That's right. No hot water. Don't kill that Scoby.
Because would you like to have hot boiling water poured on you?
Very good point. I wouldn't.
No. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.